The child embodies our ultimate vision, that every Filipino learner will realize their full potential and ultimately reach their biggest dreams, no matter how high, no matter how hard, through quality education. And as our learners aim to soar, we must continue to elevate our goals. Rising, the kite is our emblem of aspiration to deliver the brand of quality in Philippine basic education. The quadrants of the soaring kite symbolize the key reform areas in forwarding this cause, as we embark on this aggressive reform to yield upskilled teachers, well-developed curriculum, improved learning environment, and responsive multi-stakeholder cooperation. Using the colors of our flag, the logo symbolizes our unity and serves as a reminder that it takes a nation to educate a child. Together, we as a nation will have to move forward and gain more momentum so that our vision of quality basic education for all shall take flight. Sama-sama sa pagsulong ng edukalidad.
Well, hello, Mrs. Morgan. Remember how hard it was to get your students' attention? Oh, Mr. Jeski. Any explosive ideas? And you, Mr. Fisher, the world keeps turning, right? Okay, we're past all that, because now we have Microsoft Educator Center. Trainings, courses, webinars, programs, badges, points, certificates. Join now and get yourself ready for the new school year. Teach your best.
Tumama sa bansa ang COVID-19 pandemic, dahilan upang maantala ang normal na daloy ng pamumuhay at trabaho sa lahat ng sektor, kabilang na ang kagawaran ng edukasyon. Nang ipatupad ang Luzon lockdown, inilunsad ang DepEd Commons upang tuloy ang pagkatuto ng mga learners habang nasa bahay. Sa kabila ng mabigat na hamon sa ilalim ng new normal, patuloy na nagpunyagi ang DepEd upang maghanap at maghatid ng mga alternatibong pamamaraan upang magpatuloy ang edukasyon sa pinakaligtas at pinakaangkop na paraan. Sa ilalim ng Learning Continuity Plan, layunin ng DepEd na magpatuloy ang edukasyon nang hindi nakokompromiso ang kapakanan at kalusugan ng mga guro at mag-aaral. Isusulong ng DepEd ang tatlong pangunahing layunin: angkop na proteksyon, kaugnay ng mga health standards at safety protocols para sa ligtas na school year, patuloy na edukasyon sa pamamagitan ng blended learning, distance learning at homeschooling na angkop sa kapasidad ng bawat mag-aaral, at mabisang aksyon sa pakikipagtulungan sa lokal na pamahalaan at mga partner organizations upang maihatid ang dekalidad na edukasyon para sa lahat. Bawat DepEd Division ay bumuo rin ng sarili nilang Learning Continuity Plan upang gabayan ang mga guro, mga magulang at mga mag-aaral sa bagong pamamaraan ng pag-aaral gamit ang online, modular at TV and radio-based instructions. Gamit ang iba't ibang learning modalities, nagdaos ng dry run ang mga paaralan sa iba't ibang bahagi ng bansa, katuwang ang mga local government units at mga education partners upang maging handa sa bagong sistema ng edukasyon. Isinagawa rin ang mga pagsasanay at oryentasyon sa mga magulang upang maging epektibong katuwang sa pag-aaral ng kanilang mga anak. Sa anumang hamon o sitwasyon, handa ang DepEd. Handang kumilos, handang tumugon, at handang magserbisyo.
Ang dami ng mga pagsusubok at challenges ang naharap at napagtagumpayan ng ating Department of Education. Tuwing may pagsusubok, priority palagi natin ang ating learners at ang ating mga teachers sa tulong ng parents at saka partners at ang buong bansa. Ngayon, sa hinaharap natin itong new normal na sinasabi nila, matatag ang ating kagawaran, matatag ang DepEd, dahil pinagtibay na tayo ng panahon, kayang-kaya natin ito sa tulong ninyo.
G'day everyone, I'm Mark. As a teacher and a former principal, I know that professional learning often comes at the end of a very long day. But there are exciting, less structured ways to be in the driver's seat of your own lifelong learning. A great place to start is by engaging with our Microsoft Innovative Educator, or MIE, community. This global community is big, in fact it's enormous. Our MIEs love connecting. Monthly tweet meets are global gatherings of inspiring educators around big topics, and their Facebook group acts as a persistent home for discussions and shared activities. Another way teachers are learning within communities is through Microsoft Teams. Now, greater teacher collaboration improves teaching across schools, and Teams is the ultimate platform for a professional learning community. It's open-walled and socially embedded, so you can incorporate your OneNote Staff Notebook PLC and have access to all the goodness of video chat, phone, and collaboration tools. With Immersive Reader built in, it's inclusive and accessible on any device. Your learning community is just a click away. Last tip, our Microsoft Education Centre offers great ways to gain new skills with courses tailored uniquely to your needs. Make it a collaborative experience by picking a MEC course to do together with your peers. And as a bonus, you can practice collaborative learning by exploring a research paper like the Class of 2030, and treat it just like a book club with your colleagues face-to-face or in Teams. The link to that research, it's in the description. Remember, learning is socially embedded. It's best done together for students and for teachers. Happy learning.
The year 2020 brought new beginnings for the Department of Education. Ready to pivot towards attaining quality education, DepEd was hopeful of the challenges ahead of it. But as DepEd continued to work on its commitment, the world suddenly faced a steeper dilemma. Around the globe, countries like the Philippines had to shift their priorities to respond to a public health crisis brought by COVID-19. Schools had to be closed, activities had to be halted, graduation ceremonies had to be canceled, as people were urged to stay at home. A new normal dawned upon us. As soon as DepEd realized the impact of these disruptions in education, it began to proactively craft its learning continuity plan last April to ensure that learning opportunities will still be available. Consulting with partners and advisors through the Education Forum, as well as legislators, teachers, parents, learners, and the general public, DepEd made sure its LCP encompasses the concerns of the whole education sector in responding to the crisis. Its topmost priority being the protection of the health, safety, and well-being of learners, teachers, and personnel. To make informed decisions, DepEd first analyzed relevant data and epidemiological picture for the incoming school year. DepEd also issued guidelines on its required health standards to be adopted in all public and private schools and DepEd offices following DOH and IATF protocols. It covers four COVID-19 mitigation objectives, namely, to increase physical and mental resilience, reduce transmission, reduce contact, and reduce duration of infection. The LCP also outlined how learning continuity will be ensured. It streamlines the K-12 curriculum into the most essential learning competencies and allows the use of distance learning, homeschooling, and blended learning modalities. Since conducting face-to-face classes will be a risk in most areas, DepEd has anchored its delivery of education to modular, online, TV and radio, or a combination of all. Guided by teachers, modular learning will allow learners to use self-learning modules in a format applicable to learners' capacity. In online distance learning, teachers will facilitate and engage learners' participation through the internet, whether synchronous or asynchronous. TV and radio-based instructions, on the other hand, are converted lessons fit for the broadcast medium. The LCP assures that all our learners, including our SPED, ALS, Madrasa students, can still access education even within the confines of their homes, and ensures that their household capacity will not hinder their right to education. To make this possible, our joint Brigada Escuela and Oplan Balik Escuela is assisting the preparations for the rollout of the LCP. On May 8, the LCP was approved by the IATF. The President also gave it his full support and expressed his commitment to meeting the financial demands of its execution. The implementation of the LCP will not be easy. It is not a perfect plan, and complications can be expected along the way. But extraordinary times call for extraordinary and proactive measures, and the Department of Education is ready to address the challenges along the way with the help of our national and local government, partners, parents, and learners. As one nation, learning opportunities shall be available in this brave new world for our Filipino children.
When you need the focus to be on you, and not whatever that guy's doing, open Teams.
Gagantihan namin ng buong komunidad niya! Subukan mo! Tutal na wasak na naman namin ang lahat ng ari-arian niyo!
Sa totoong buhay, totoo ang pinsala ng giyera. Mula noon hanggang ngayon. Para limitahan ang kalupitan ng giyera, nagkaisa ang mga bansa 70 taon na ang nakalipas upang itaguyod ang Geneva Conventions. Ang Geneva Conventions ay kinikilala ng buong mundo bilang bahagi ng international humanitarian law na nagtatakda ng mga patakaran ng giyera o the rules of war. Ayon dito, huwag gawing target ang mga sibilyan at kanilang mga ari-arian. Tratuhin sa makataong paraan ang mga nabilanggo at protektahan ng mga doktor, nurse at mga ospital para paglingkuran ang mga sugatan at may sakit saan man panig sila nagmula. Alamin ang Geneva Conventions. Bisitahin ang www.therulesofwar.org.
Hi guys! So I just came from a meeting and I was just told that I would be leading this fundraising concert for International Students Day. And I have to present the plan to the school board next week. Okay, I'm going to need some help. Let me create a team space and invite my dream team. Sia, she knows all about the budgeting and stuff. Ivan, he knows all the kids from the performing arts group. Aisha, she worked on getting sponsorship last year. And Sam, because he's so cute. Let me lay out all tasks in Planner and kick things off. So, I'm almost done with my event concept and inspiration board. I just need Ivan to do some final tweaks and plug in the repertoire. Budget from Sia? Check. Sponsorship plan? Check. Done! Whew! When you start using Microsoft Teams, teamwork really does become easier. So now I'm heading over to present the plan to the school board. Wish me luck!
De Luna,
Present!
Herrera,
Present!
Valera,
Present!
Handa ba tayo sa school year 2020?
Present!
Ngayong taon, ang edukasyon tuloy pa rin. Sa tulong ng DepEd, mga guro at mga magulang, ang handang isip, handa bukas. Tuloy-tuloy ang pag-aaral. May mga modules para sa iba't ibang antas. Sa government TV, maging sa radyo. Mahalagang ligtas ang ating mga estudyante at guro. Kaya kahit nasa bahay, tuloy ang edukasyon. Kung tulong-tulong, may paraan, may aralan. Handang isip, handa bukas. Bisitahin ang DepEd Philippines sa Facebook at ang deped.gov.ph.
If you spend more time tracking down files than actually working on them, open Teams.
The COVID-19 pandemic has brought unprecedented changes to our usual ways of living. But the Department of Education remains unfazed by these challenges to fulfill the mission of Sulong Edukalidad, the rallying call for national effort to deliver quality basic education to all Filipinos, which involve aggressive reforms in the 4 key areas: the K-12 curriculum review and update, improving the learning environment, teachers upskilling and reskilling, and engagement of stakeholders for support and collaboration to move forward together as we prepare the education system for the future. The call for Sulong Edukalidad will continue, and we have built the framework of the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, or the BELCP, to put the needs of the learners at top priority. DepEd's BELCP is the major response and commitment to protect the health, safety, and well-being of learners, teachers, and personnel. The plan aims to provide opportunities to continue education even in these trying times with a BELCP in place, supported by an unprecedented number of diverse stakeholders from the academe, media, industry groups, NGOs, business and private individuals. Sulong Edukalidad will be able to sustain the aims in its reform for quality basic education. In our journey towards quality education, we have established the 4 pillars of aggressive reforms from the start, and we have been continuing to progress in these pillars. In improving the learning environment, we took action in the construction and rehabilitation of school buildings, ensured the availability of learning materials and equipment, and prioritized our last mile schools. The challenges of the pandemic also brought to light the urgent need to upgrade our ICT infrastructure to service the needs of education. In terms of the teachers upskilling and reskilling, we were able to establish more innovative professional standards for teachers and school heads. We have aligned the professional development of teachers with their career progression to track their development as part of the National Educators Academy of the Philippines transformation. With the launch of the Education Futures program, where we will be focusing on innovative actions and solutions to improve the state of our education, we are now more than ready to start a new journey and continue our fight for quality education for all Filipino learners. Finally, we've given high importance to the engagement of stakeholders for support and collaboration. In support of this, we have convened the Philippine Forum for Accessible Quality Basic Education, or the Education Forum, which will leverage other partnerships for education quality and strengthen partnership with the Philippine Normal University as the country's national center for teacher education. The department has also been developing a professional development program for teachers and school leaders in order to equip them with the skills, materials, and data that will allow them to help their students prepare for PISA 2022. This intervention consists of the following components: online training for teachers and school leaders, development of learning materials and practice tests for students, deepening the analysis of the PISA 2018 results, and supporting school-level action research. Now that the year is about to end, our commitment to Sulong Edukalidad will continue and will be far from being gone. With a lot at stake, considering our new knowledge and experience from this year's challenges, we are equipped to face a new future. As we head on to the future where we will face many challenges and uncertainties, the department will always be the guardian of every Filipino learner's right to education.
Sino ba ang hindi naapektuhan? Sino ba ang hindi nag-alala? Sino ba ang hindi nalito? Lahat tayo ay naapektuhan. Lahat tayo ay nag-aalala. Lahat tayo ay nalito. Dahil binago ng pandemyang dulot ng COVID-19, ang paraan ng pamumuhay ng lahat ng mga Pilipino saan mang sektor ka nabibilang. Tumigil ang panandalian ang ating mga nakagawian. Tumigil ang lahat ng uri ng transaksyon. Tumigil ang lahat ng operasyon ng mga paaralan. Nakalilito. Nakakakaba. Paano na ang kinabukasan ng mga kabataan? Paano na tayo sa hinaharap? Opisyal na nilulunsad ng Kagawaran ng Edukasyon sa pangunguna ng Office of the Undersecretary for Curriculum and Instruction ang DepEd Teaches. Ito ay isang online na programa na gagabay sa mga guro, tagapangasiwa, magulang at mag-aaral hinggil sa mga pagbabago sa batayang edukasyon ngayong new normal. Ang DepEd Teaches ay angkla sa sulong edukalidad na nakatuon sa apat na pangunahing pangangailangan ng mapunyaging reforma tungo sa makalidad na pagtuturo at pagkatuto. Una, pagre-review at pagsasapanahon ng kurikulum ng K-12. Ikalawa, pagpapaunlad ng kapaligiran pampagkatuto. Ikatlo, paglinang ng mga bagong kasanayan sa mga guro. At ang ikaapat, ang pakikipag-ugnay sa mga stakeholder para sa suporta at kolaborasyon. Sa pamamagitan ng virtual learning platform, ang DepEd Teaches ang magsisilbing bukas na komunidad ng pagsasanay na titipon sa mga guro, tagapamunong pang-edukasyon at sa sinumang may pagnanais sa pagtataguyod ng kalidad na edukasyon sa bansa at sa pagtagumpay ng bawat Pilipinong mag-aaral. Ang mga opisyal, education specialist, learning content expert at outstanding teacher ng DepEd ang magiging tagapanayam na magbabahagi ng kanilang kaalaman at kasanayan sa kurikulum, pagtuturo at pagkatuto, pagtataya at lahat ng kaugnay na mahalaga sa proseso ng pagtuturo at pagkatuto sa new normal. Bilang mga frontliner ng classroom, inaasahang magiging aktibo ang mga guro sa programang ito. Ang mga tema at paksa ay angkop sa kanilang pangangailangan at konteksto sa pamamagitan ng accessible na platform, ang social media. Sumali na sa OUCI family sa DepEd Teaches kung sama-sama mapahuhusay pa ang mga guro, kung sama-sama higit na malilinang natin ang mga mag-aaral.
Wishing everyone a very happy summer afternoon. We welcome wholeheartedly all our viewers in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao who are tuning with us right now via different social media platforms, especially in our official Facebook pages, the DepEd Teaches, DepEd Philippines, DepEd Tayo, and on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow, like, and share our official Facebook page, the DepEd Teaches. Good afternoon, Ma'am Ana. How are you? What do you think of our new theme, community linkages and teacher development?
Good afternoon, Sir July. Before we talk about the theme, I'd like to send also my warmest greetings to everyone. It's summertime, and for me, it's the perfect weather. Time to wander around, be with friends and family, enjoy the sea, sun, and sunshine. But too bad our activities are temporarily restricted due to this pandemic. Good thing we have DepEd Teaches that keeps us busy and productive. By the way, Sir July, what do you think about the weather? Do you like summer?
Absolutely, yes, Ma'am Ana. Summertime brings good memories back. Summer brings so much energy. This weather makes me feel that things will get better soonest. Although it has been a year since we have been stuck at home, but I am very hopeful that we will be able to weather the storm and see the sunshine.
Sounds beautiful, Sir July. Indeed, this too shall pass, as they say. Here on DepEd Teaches, rain or shine, we will never get tired to deliver quality content with the help of our roster of outstanding speakers. So you were saying about the theme that we started last week. It's about community linkages and teacher development. Well, this reminds me of a popular African proverb that says, it takes a village to raise a child. Here on DepEd Teaches, we invite all our partners in delivering quality instruction. Our dear educators, administrators, parents, and members of the community to support all the endeavor of the department. For all of these people have shared accountabilities in giving their best in raising a child.
That's right, Ma'am Ana. It's everybody's concern about the education of every child. You know, they say that our children are the future leaders, entrepreneurs, scientists, educators, and even frontliners. And so educating our youth is everyone's business. Our future lies on how we educate our people, so I strongly believe that this theme, community linkages and teacher development, is equally important, just like our curriculum, to ensure optimal learning experience. For me, it's total learning when everyone is involved and everyone cares about the education of every child.
Indeed, Sir July, we can't just rely on one person to teach a child. There are so many things we consider when we want quality education. And so last time, we learned how to strengthen the parental involvement, which is more relevant now that we work more closely with our parents during this distance learning. I also observed, Sir July, in our last episode that our participants were very active during the survey activity that we had, and there's a mishmash of responses, but overall, it seems that everyone has a positive experience this year as we work together with our partners in the community.
That's correct, Ma'am Ana. Our community provides direct assistance to our schools. Aside from the donations, they also help us in some logistical support, like during the opening of classes, delivery of modules, or in our projects like Brigada Escuela. They have been very supportive. That's why in today's episode, we will learn on how we can fortify this working relationship with them. But before we move to the talk, let's have a quick activity. So today we will have a cloze test. A cloze test is a way of testing comprehension by removing words from a passage or sentence that we will be asking you, our viewers, to supply the missing word. Think of it as a gap fill exercise where you use your schema and context clues to figure out the missing word. The sentence comes from quotation that expresses the critical role of parents and community in child's learning. So we will have four closed items and you are given 30 seconds to guess the missing words in the quotation. Please write your answer in the comment section of our FB Live streaming page. So I hope that is clear. Let us show them now our first item. Education is a shared blank between dedicated teachers, motivated students, and enthusiastic parents with blank expectations. Again, education is a shared blank between dedicated teachers, motivated students, and enthusiastic parents with blank expectations. Okay, so right now your answer in the comment section. 30 seconds start now. All right, so let us reveal the answer now. So this is now the complete quotation. Education is a shared commitment between dedicated teachers, motivated students, and enthusiastic parents with high expectations. So the missing words we are looking for are commitment and high. As we all know, more than just the presence, we need committed people in educating our learners.
All right, so for the second question, let's show them now. The best students come from blank, where education is revered, where there are blank, and children see their parents reading them. Again, the best students come from blank, where education is revered, where there are blank, and children see their parents reading them. What do you think are the two missing words from this quotation? All right, so let's show them the answer. The best students come from homes where education is revered, where there are books and children see their parents reading them. So the correct words are homes and books. You know, education starts at home. It's a wonderful experience. It's beneficial, of course, especially if parents will be the role models to develop children's love for reading.
Okay, so our third item, the quotation comes from Jane Basquill, an American author of some professional books and article for teachers. Okay, so this is now our third item. Teachers need to create a blank environment in which they demonstrate through their words and action that they value blank knowledge as their children's first teacher. Again, teachers need to create a blank environment in which they demonstrate through their words and action that they value blank knowledge as their children's first teacher. So 30 seconds, start now. All right, so we can now reveal the correct answer for this. So teachers need to create a supportive environment in which they demonstrate through their words and actions that they value parents' knowledge as their children's first teacher. So we're looking for the word supportive and parents. So teachers should understand that a child's background and understanding is heavily influenced by his parents at home. And so we must respect and be open and sensitive to this.
All right, so for the last close item, let's show them now the question or the statement. Education is not blank for life. Education is blank itself. Again, according to John Dewey, education is not blank for life. Education is blank itself. All right, so let's reveal now the answer. So education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. And therefore, everybody in the life of a child, home, school, community, they have shared accountabilities. We hope you've enjoyed this simple close activity, powerful lines that inspire us to think and reflect and see the world differently. Thank you so much, dear viewers, for participating in this activity. Aside from dropping your names and your whereabouts, don't forget to share your insights also in the comment section as we listen now to our resource person today. Regional Director Tolentino Aquino is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Education major in English at Philippine Normal College, Manila, now Philippine Normal University. While at PNC, he served at the college publication beginning as a staff writer until he was appointed editor-in-chief for 2 academic years. In 1987, he first taught at St. Scholastica's Academy in Marikina. Later, when he obtained teacher's license, he transferred to public school at Caloocan High School. And during that time, it was known as the second biggest secondary school in Asia. From being a classroom teacher, he was promoted to become education program supervisor in English. And later on, he became a public schools district supervisor in the Division of City Schools Caloocan. As a supervisor, he authored several projects on reading improvement. One of his projects, the Division Reading Improvement Program, DRIP, had been developed into a research material and was presented before an international audience at RELC, Singapore.
Director Aquino earned his master's degree in educational management at the Manila Central University and finished his Doctor of Philosophy degree at University of Caloocan City. When he qualified for a third-level position, he was first appointed as Assistant Schools Division Superintendent of the Division of Batangas Province. His first designation as Schools Division Superintendent was at the City Schools Division of Batangas City. After a while, he was promoted as a full-fledged Schools Division Superintendent in the Division of Quezon Province. For a time, he served 2 schools division in Calabarzon as Schools Division Superintendent in Quezon Province and Cavite Province. In 2016, he was reassigned to a new post and a new office, an Assistant Regional Director at DepEd Region 5. After more than 3 years, he was reassigned to his home region, the National Capital Region, where he served for 1 year as Assistant Regional Director. Then from September 2019 up to the present, he is the Regional Director of DepEd Region 1. Ladies and gentlemen, to talk about supporting and maintaining a strong school community learning partnerships, let us give a resounding warm of applause to the Regional Director of DepEd Region 1, Ilocos Region, Director Tolentino G. Aquino.
Magandang hapon po mga ka-DepEd. Samahan niyo ako sa aking pagtalakay ng isang mahalagang paksa na may kaugnayan sa patuloy nating pagpapaunlad ng ating mga paaralan. Ito ay supporting and maintaining strong school and community partnership. Ang pakikipagkaisa ng pamayanan sa ating mga paaralan ay matagal ng kaganapan sa sistema ng edukasyon. Subalit, una itong naging formal na kalakaran noong inilunsad ng Department of Education ang Schools First Initiative. Kaakibat nito ang pagbalangkas ng bawat paaralan ng kanilang natatanging School Improvement Plan o SIP. Sa dokumentong ito ay malinaw na makikita ang pakikipagkaisa ng pamayanan sa ating mga paaralan. Sa pagbalangkas ng School Improvement Plan ay may malaking partisipasyon ang ating mga magulang at mga pinuno ng pamayanan. Kaya nga makikita sa bawat SIP na nakalagda ang kinatawan ng Samahan ng Mga Magulang o PTA at ang pinuno ng barangay bilang kasapi ng School Governing Council. Nakapaloob sa panuntunang ito ang tuwirang pakikilahok ng pamayanan sa pagpapabuti ng mga gawaing pampaaralan. Ito ay isang patunay na formal na pakikisa ng pamayanan sa pag-unlad ng ating mga paaralan. Itinatadhana rin sa Republic Act 9155 o Governance of Basic Education Act sa Chapter 1, Section 7, Letter E, Paragraph 10, bilang isa sa mga tungkulin ng puno ng paaralan ang ganito: establishing school and community networks and encouraging the active participation of teachers' organization, non-academic personnel of public schools, and parents, teachers, community associations. Gayun din, ang ating mahal na kalihim Leonor Magtolis Briones sa pagsisimula ng kanyang paglilingkod sa Department of Education ay naglatag ng kanyang 10-point agenda at ang addendum number 10 ay nakatuon sa expanded cooperation with the private sector and communities. Paano nga po ba natin mapapaunlad ang pakikipag-ugnayan ng pamayanan sa ating paaralan? Una, kilalanin natin ang pamayanan. Mahalaga sa ating mga puno ng paaralan at mga kawani nito na kilalanin ang bumubuo ng pamayanan. Sino-sino ang mga namumuno sa pamayanan? Sino-sino ang mga kilala at itinatanging angkan o pamilya sa pamayanan bukod pa sa mga namumuno rito? Alamin ang kultura ng pamayanan kung mayroon man. Tunay na mahalagang makilala natin ng lubos ang pamayanan na kinaroroonan ng ating paaralan. Alamin natin ang katangian at kakayahan ng mga pangunahing kasapi ng pamayanan. Sa ganitong paraan ay agad nating matutukoy kung sino ang dapat nating hinga ng tulong sa oras ng anumang pangangailangan. Tandaan, hindi lamang sa pangangailangang material makakatulong sa paaralan ang ating pamayanan. At tiyakong hindi rin lang material na bagay ang kakailanganin natin sa pamayanan para sa ating paaralan. Dito ay matatagpuan natin ang mga taong may iba't ibang kakayahan, kasanayan at kagalingan na may taus-pusong hangaring makatulong sa ating paaralan. Higit sa lahat, kapag nakilala na natin ng lubos ang pamayanan, tiyak na makapagsisimula tayo ng isang maganda at matatag na ugnayan at samahan. Kung nakilala natin ang pamayanan kinabibilangan ng ating paaralan, marapat lamang na ating ipakilala ang paaralan sa pamayanan. Mahalaga na may wasto at sapat na kaalaman ang ating pamayanan sa mga kaganapan sa ating paaralan. Hindi ba't may school publication ang bawat paaralan? Ito ay isang instrumento upang maipakilala sa pamayanan ang ating paaralan. Sa pamamagitan ng isang payak na newsletter o school publication, ay maipahahatid natin sa kanila ang mahalagang kaganapan sa ating paaralan. Dito ay maipasusulat natin sa mga mag-aaral ang mga tagumpay at kagalingan ng paaralan. Maipagmamalaki natin ang husay ng ating mga kawani, ng ating mga guro at ng ating mga mag-aaral. Kung hindi man maisagawa ngayon ang paglimbag ng newsletter, maaari pa rin itong maisagawa sa pamamagitan ng online publication. Siyempre pa, hindi maisasantabi ang paggamit ng social media, Facebook, Instagram, at Twitter pa. I-post natin sa Facebook ang mga panalo ng mga mag-aaral sa mga paligsahan. Gayun din ang mga demo lessons ng ating mga guro. Isama na rin natin ang mga Instagrammable na sulok-sulok ng ating paaralan. I-tweet ang mahalagang impormasyon at pabatid mula sa paaralan. Masayang magpakilala ng ating paaralan, di po ba? Isang paalaala, think before you click. Bukod sa mga ito ay marami pang pamaraan kung paano i-advertise ang ating paaralan. Higit sa lahat, ang tunay na makapagpapakilala sa ating paaralan ay ang mga mag-aaral mismo. Sa pamamagitan nila ay makikilala ng pamayanan kung anong uri ng paaralan mayroon tayo. Kapag ang bawat bata sa ating paaralan ay natutuhan ang dapat matutuhan at nakikita ito ng mga magulang, sila na mismo ang magpapakilala sa ating paaralan. Sa kabila po nito, dapat ring mabatid ng pamayanan ang ilang mga balakid sa ganap na pag-unlad ng paaralan. Ang mga ito ay maaaring mapag-usapan sa mga regular na pulong at talakayan na maaaring isagawa sa paaralan. Anyayahan po natin ang pamayanan na bisitahin ang paaralan. Paalaala lamang, sa panahon po ng pandemya, mahigpit pa rin po ang pagpapatupad ng health protocols, lalo na ang physical distancing at ang pagsusuot ng face mask at face shield sa tuwina.
Masanton agaw at sikayon amin. I'm Nis Don, your SDO Dagupan City Bangus TV teacher broadcaster.
The Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, or BELCP, translates the commitment of DepEd to ensure educational continuity amid the crisis. And to respond to this call, DepEd Dagupan acknowledges the goal of sustaining the delivery of quality, accessible, relevant, and liberating basic education for all school-age children amidst COVID-19 emergency, pressing on safety as primordial concern through protect the health, safety, and well-being of learners, teachers, and personnel, and prevent the further transmission of COVID-19, taking the following strategies. Ensure learning continuity through K-12 curriculum adjustments, alignment of learning materials, deployment of multiple learning delivery modalities, provision of corresponding training for teachers and school leaders, and proper orientation of parents or guardians of learners with the strategies development of localized self-learning modules,
That's all for now, and for more updates, just tune into SDO Dagupan City Facebook page. Once again, I'm Miss Dawn of SDO Dagupan City, Bangus TV.
Matapos makilala at maipakilala sa isa't isa ang pamayanan at paaralan, isunod nating pag-usapan ang mga pangangailangan ng ating paaralan. Inuulit ko po, napakaraming stakeholders sa pamayanan ang nagnanais na makatulong sa ating paaralan. Ang kailangan lang ay ipabatid sa kanila ang ating mga pangangailangan. Napakaraming foundation ang handang magbigay tulong upang higit na mapahusay ang ating mga paaralan. Para sa tala ng mga foundation na ito, i-google nyo lang at tiyak may mahanap kayo. Balikan natin ang SIP o School Improvement Plan. Hinihikayat ng Department of Education ang ating mga puno ng paaralan na patuloy na pagyamanin ang pagbalangkas ng School Improvement Plan. Ang isang magandang SIP ay dapat kakitaan ng matibay na ugnayan at pagkakaisa sa pagitan ng paaralan at pamayanan upang patuloy na pagandahin at pagbutihin ang ating paaralan at ang pamamalakad nito. Ang isang magandang balangkas ng SIP ay dapat sumasalamin sa tunay na malasakit ng pamayanan sa paaralan, gayon din ang paaralan sa pamayanan. Kapag maganda ang pagkakakilala ng pamayanan sa ating paaralan, ay tiyak bubuhos ang biyaya sa kapakinabangan ng ating mga mag-aaral. Kaya mga ma'am at sir, ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ipatawag na natin ang ating mga stakeholders at pag-usapan na natin ito. Tandaan natin na mas mainam na magkaroon ng wasto at tamang kaalaman ang ating pamayanan sa sitwasyon ng ating paaralan. Huwag na tayong mangiming ilahad o idulog sa kanila ang suliranin ng ating paaralan. Kung batid natin na kailangan natin ang kanilang suporta. Sa ganitong paraan ay maibibigay rin nila ang angkop at sapat na suporta ayon sa ating pangangailangan. Paalaala lamang po, hindi natin kailangang humingi ng anumang bagay sa ating stakeholders kung naipaalam na natin sa kanila ang tunay na kalagayan at pangangailangan ng ating paaralan. Sila na mismo ang lalapit at magbibigay ng tulong na kailangan natin upang mapaunlad ang ating paaralan. Sa ganitong paraan ay maitatatag ang sense of ownership ng pamayanan sa anumang proyekto na kanyang inilaan para sa paaralan. Mahalaga po ang ownership. Ito ay mabisang pamaraan upang mapanatili ang suporta ng pamayanan sa ating paaralan. Sa aking palagay ay lubos na tayong nagkakaunawaan hinggil sa paksang ating tinatalakay, supporting and maintaining Strong School Community Partnership. Tiyak ko mayroon na kayong sapat at tapat na suporta ng pamayanan para sa inyong paaralan. Ang dapat na lamang gawin ay panatilihin at patuloy na palakasin ang suportang ito. Para mangyari ito, dapat nating suklian ang pakikipagtulungan sa atin ng pamayanan. Likas sa ating mga Pilipino ang pagtanaw ng utang na loob. Tiyak na madali para sa inyo na suklian ang kabutihang loob ng pamayanan. Anong sukli nga ba ang inaasahan ng pamayanan sa kanyang kontribusyon sa mga gawaing pampaaralan? Ang pagpapabuti ng kalidad ng edukasyon sa ating paaralan ang pangunahing inaasahan ng pamayanan bilang kapalit sa kanyang tulong at suportang ibinibigay. Kung tutuusin, ito ang pangunahing layunin ng edukasyon, hindi po ba? Tungkulin naman talaga natin na magbigay ng dekalidad na edukasyon para sa ating mga mag-aaral. Kadalasan, ito ay sinusukat sa resulta sa mga achievement test o iba pang standardized test. Kasama ring panukatan ang mga panalo ng mga mag-aaral sa iba't ibang paligsahan. Pero, batid naman natin na hindi lamang test results at panalo sa paligsahan ang panukatan ng kalidad na edukasyon. Kasama rin dito ang husay at tunay na malasakit ng ating mga guro sa bawat individual na mag-aaral. Alam niyo po ba, kung minsan para din tayong showbiz personalities, bukang bibig at pinag-uusapan sa pamayanan ang husay at galing sa pagtuturo ni Ma'am at ni Sir. Ito pa ang isang matinding panukatan ng kalidad ng edukasyon, ang tagumpay sa buhay na tinatamasa ng mga alumni ng paaralan. Aba, pangmatagalang panukatan na po ito. Ang kasabihan nga, ang pagsasabi ng tapat ay pagsasama ng maluwag. Para may pagpatuloy ang maunlad na ugnayan ng paaralan at pamayanan ay kinakailangan maging tapat sa samahan ang isa't isa na nakapokus sa kagalingan ng paaralan na siyang tunay at dapat isaalang-alang at wala nang iba pa. Bilang alagad ng edukasyon, tayo ang dapat manguna na magpakita ng magandang ehemplo sa pagkakaroon ng tapat at matibay na pakikipag-ugnayan sa ating pamayanan. Muli, ating itaguyod at panatilihin ang matibay na ugnayan ng paaralan at pamayanan. Magandang hapon at marami pong salamat.
Thank you so much, Director Tolentino Aquino, for a comprehensive and brilliant presentation about community engagement, which is a product of a concerted collaborative effort among the different stakeholders. We hope our viewers have takeaways that they can apply and bring into reality. Just keep on sharing your insights and learning here on DepEd Teaches comment section. Don't forget to use the hashtag ISupportDepEdTeaches, and hashtag DepEd Teaches episode 20.
All right, so before we end, we would just like to remind our viewers that for episodes 19 to 22, we will only have a single registration, just like what we've been doing in the past, and one evaluation which will be given on episode 22. So you see the link on the screen right now. Don't forget to register. For you to receive your certificates of appearance and participation, you must pass the evaluation. And so you can rewatch all episodes on our official Facebook page, DepEd Teaches. So this wraps up the second entry under the theme Community Linkages and Teacher Development. To all our partners, teachers, parents, and the community, we hope you'll always have that burning passion in helping our children to succeed in life.
Thank you once again for joining us this Thursday afternoon. On behalf of the Curriculum and Instruction Strand, let us all be part of this great undertaking that it takes a village to raise a child. And so here in DepEd Teaches, we want everyone to be involved, for our mission is empowering teachers, enabling learners. Good day, everyone.